cross street. There's four corners. Is it across the street over there? No, it's on the only fucking side of the street. Right there. Can you not see the fucking thing that looks like a fucking from here? It's obviously a chicken. I clearly can't look left at the fucking chicken. I mean, I was too busy running into fucking cars. I was driving. There's a giant fucking building in the way when I asked you that fucking question. Be careful. Damn it. What? It's right here. It's right here. Please park.
And now for our feature presentation.
This is great because on the back it actually says this film is also known as
the I'll Watch It Later podcast.
Never heard of that film?
And now, on with the show.
Are you ready? Let's do this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to I'll Watch It Later podcast.
Night.
Smooth Jazz Night Edition. If it's not night where you're listening, just
pause it and wait till later.
Wait till later. I'm your host, as always. I'll Watch It Later podcast, the podcast where we lie about the films we've seen to impress our friend Aaron. But guess what? I'm joined, as always, by my two friends. I got Jordan to my left.
Hey, everybody.
And I got Scott to my right.
Yeah.
Producer extraordinaire.
That rehook up all the equipment.
All right. It's
before
about
we came.
11 o'clock on Friday night.
Because I came.
I came tonight.
Are you sitting next to the fire with your comfy flannel?
That's right.
My sweaty balls.
Petting your kitty?
Well, hey there, buddy.
Well, hey there, friend.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Hello, buddy. All right, everybody. So, welcome to late night, low energy episode of
No, we have the energy.
Well,
it's not energy.
Volume.
We just can't be at our normal volumes
we
because
have two
there's
sleeping children.
children
sleeping.
We're
in the
literally
house.
recording right next to a baby crib.
We really are.
in the
It's
same,
like
in the
one
same
of those
room.
bomb situations where if the decibels get too high, the baby explodes.
If we go below 50 miles an hour, everyone on the bus dies.
Starring Liam Neeson.
we have had an eventful night.
We have.
Night.
Oh,
We've
boy.
committed misdemeanors.
Before we get to all that, if you're just joining us from It's Egg Nagel or any other place, feel free to follow along on Instagram at Watch It Later Pod on Instagram. Go to our website at watchitlaterpodcast.com.
I'll Watch It Later podcast.
I'll Watch It Later podcast. I'll Watch It Later podcast. And go over to iTunes and rate us 1 through 5. Leave a comment. It will get read on the show, and we will laugh. We will be jovial about it.
So much joy.
Delilah.
We're already past that, sir.
It still sounds like that, though.
I know. I'm trying to be low.
I want to do one of those like Phil Hendry shows, like one of those late
The aliens.
We're gonna talk about
Did you
aliens.
see the aliens? I saw them.
Today we're joined by a trucker that has called in that has claimed to see aliens.
Dude, that Phil Hendry show, my buddy
I fucking
once.
love those.
We had to go help it move from Texas to here, and we were driving through like the most desolate part of Texas ever.
Yeah, this is the best time to listen.
And
to
we
that.
were listening to it. It literally spooked me.
Yeah,
I was
it
spooked.
enhances the complete darkness on the outside of your car. You're like, oh, aliens do exist. They're out here somewhere.
Did you feel physically touched by aliens?
No.
No.
Have you been touched by an angel?
Send me an angel.
Shh. Just calm down.
We're not even going to do an episode. We're just going to play you.
Talk about our day.
We're going to talk over lovely songs for the next hour.
Songs?
It's going to be way more interesting than
Yeah.
our movie that we watched, 1941.
We'll get to that later.
I'm so sorry.
It is Friday night, and we decided to do this because Jordan's family never sees him, and he's like crying about it now.
Yes, that's me.
It's like,
Even
it's
though-
like 11 o'clock.
Well,
at night.
I just
on a
figured
Friday.
we Aaron was once again gracious enough to hook us up with some baseball tickets, and we all know shenanigans usually ensue, which they did.
Oh, yeah.
And so I figured let's do it fresh, run it's right, and fresh in our brains, and then we can have a free weekend to ourselves.
Yeah, we didn't get Pepsi ketchup, though. I was
so
very
bummed.
sad about
we
that.
looked everywhere
And
for that fucking thing.
I literally got an email that said, "No, before you go, Pepsi ketchup still at the park," and I was like, "Ooh!" And except it's not.
Yep.
And we even stopped at the booth, and the guy was like, "Nah, keep walking."
Yeah, we stopped at the
Keep
Greek
walking.
kiosk, and he was like, "Crab glavash," and we're like, "No, Pepsi Cola,
Crab juice.
crab glavash, or Mountain Dew." Yeah,
crab
glavash.
juice.
So yeah,
They
no,
just go
no,
pee on the
no
World Trade
Pepsi.
Center before they got blown up.
Never forget. Yeah. So I was kind of bummed, but it was still fun.
Yeah, so we watched the Diamondbacks take on the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Right.
Or the Padres.
Explains why they were bad at
Oh,
baseball
that's right,
tonight.
the
Because
Pirates. Well, that's because your buddy posted that they were playing the
San
Padres,
Diego Padres.
76ers or something like that.
Just hanging at the Padres game. I'm like, the fucking team's literally right up there on the scoreboard.
it's right there.
It was,
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
yeah, it was a good time.
It was fun.
Also,
I don't know why VetTex keeps putting you up in the rafters.
That's just what they do, man. They
Because
used to give me the
closer
good
he gets
seats.
to the rafters, the closer he gets to God, and it just makes him more nervous.
Well, it does. He's like, I wonder if the ceiling's going to fall on us.
This fucking ceiling's gonna fall down.
I didn't.
Do you
say
ever think
that.
the ceiling's gonna fucking fall down?
I said, do you ever
No.
think the ceiling's going to fall
No,
down?
I don't.
didn't say the
I
fucking
didn't
ceiling's
until you said it. And then I kept looking up. I'm like, well, maybe.
Really?
No.
Oh. I guess imagine it would go very fast, so it would start to creak. And we'd all kind of look up. And Scott, of course, would be like, we're fucking fine, dude. This is a $100 billion stadium built by men.
Multi-billion
It's
dollar fucking the girder rockers from the 1910s are up there doing it. We're
For real.
good.
And then,
We're all dead.
and we all die.
This is
But that's
purgatory.
just the way my fucking anxiety brain works.
Yeah.
We've been...
We did notice this bit, and you've done this many times whenever we go to these events. We did this at Coheed. It's happened tonight, where you know where you're sitting. You have the section, you have the row,
Yes.
you know the seats,
I could
and
not
you still
see
get to the bottom.
you.
Doesn't matter. You know the numbers. Doesn't matter if we're there. What if we left?
We follow the numbers. It's like paint by number.
Don't even start. You went one row down. Anyway, he was in 21. He's like, yeah, I did it. And I was like, it's 22.
Yeah, it's close enough.
You fucked up?
He did.
No, I was looking
It
at
was
it
an
and I
open
walked
row.
into the row. I walked into like row
It
21.
wouldn't have mattered, but still.
Yeah,
But then
there's
no
fucking
ones
you
there.
do this bit where you get in, and then you
It
turn,
looks-
and then you do this.
Is that what my face looks like?
Yes. You're like straining to look around to find who your party's with.
George
Again-
just did his Robert De Niro
I don't
impression.
like
Yeah.
to look at people, so I'm scared of people. I'm like,
I kept telling Jordan, I
people.
go, just look at him in the
He's like,
eyes.
just
Look
look
at him in the
straight.
eyes the
And
whole
we
fucking
did.
time.
At
Just
one
look at him in
point-
the eyes.
At one
Straight
point,
in the eyes.
At one point, he's like, "Don't say anything," and I waved, and I was like, "Oh shit, I better put my hand in." And I thought you saw me, and you still kept doing it for like another minute.
And I'm like, how long is it going to take him to find row 22 seats, 13,
Where are
14, and
these guys?
15?
"Where are those guys? I don't know where they are." And you did the same thing at Coheed when we were in San Diego. You had the seats, you knew the section, and you still were like one section over, and then just getting visibly frustrated.
But he couldn't
figure
flail
out
his
where-
arms at this show because he had nachos.
I
did.
wasn't getting.
He had the most stale nachos
I
I've
was
ever
not getting
had.
frustrated. Here's the thing, and this is not on you guys. This is on me. The Coheed show was on you guys, and I wanted to fight everybody.
Why? You knew
Because
the section.
I didn't, though. I thought I was in the right section.
Clearly not.
That was my fault.
Yeah,
but
that was our fault. We
Well,
sat in the right seats.
If only you had some kind of ticketing system on your phone that you could have looked at instead of sitting there staring at the crowd.
I understand that.
Where are these guys?
But here's
Well,
what.
15 rows forward and in a different section over.
So I knew I was in section 22, and I knew our seats. Here's where my problem was. I didn't know if we were on the inside or the outside of the seats. And I didn't want to go all the way up to 22 and then have to walk across an entire aisle, whereas I could just go back and then come up the other way and then...
One would look at the seats he's standing next to.
You think I didn't do that?
Is that seat one?
You think I didn't do that?
Oh, we're kind of in the middle.
You think I didn't do that?
We know you didn't do it because
I
you kept
did.
looking up
Yeah,
and
'cause
out.
you kept looking up, looking for us.
Up and then down at the seat, up and down at the seat. Sorry, I
Gotcha.
keep pulling away from the mic. But anyways,
It was fun, though.
it was fun. We still haven't got churro dog. Maybe one day.
I could have. I just wasn't in the mood for it. Like, I wanted real food.
Me too.
And then I
And you
got
had
2 hot dogs,
18
and I still didn't
fucking-
care.
What? Boiled hot dog?
I had
Whatever.
one of them looked like a regular hot dog, and the other one looked like it had vitiligo.
One of them
Yeah.
was Michael Jackson.
Oh,
They all
it was,
look like
it was
they
like
had
it was like
vitiligo.
brown and and like white.
So did mine. So the guy gave me
Oh.
a free hot dog for having to ask me how many. Like he's like, "What do you want to drink?" And I was like, "Pepsi Zero."
For someone who gets the most shit in the outside world, you also get a lot of free shit.
I don't know.
I don't know how this works out for you.
Yeah,
Like, people are either trying to kill you or feed you. I don't know what's going on.
I think he's homeless.
He literally said it. He goes, "What was it
been here a
again,
while.
man?" And I was like, "Pepsi Zero." And then he like turned around, do something, and he comes back and he's like,
Here's your Sierra Mist.
He goes, "One more time," and I said, "It's fine, Pepsi Zero." And then his buddy came over and was like, "Oh, I need to clear this drawer, blah blah blah," and like they had to do something real fast. That's why it took me so long. And then he looked up at me and I said, "It's totally okay. It's Pepsi Zero." Like, I know. He's like, "Dude, I'm gonna just take this hot dog." I was
Please.
like, "Oh yeah, okay." He's like, "You want?"
Was it a pocket dog? Did he just pull it out of his
No.
apron?
You're like, hold on. 55 hot dogs, 55 large
55 burgers.
sodas.
Hey.
Wait! I'm
Hey, hold on.
doing something.
I want to get the guy behind me. And you run around. Hold on, let me cut on you.
Sir, we saw you. We saw you go to the end of the line.
55 burgers, 55 fries.
You're at a baseball game. You couldn't afford it.
He did it for you.
Do the pay it forward thing.
So yeah, that happened, and then I ate my hot dog and I ate my nachos and I drank my drink and I moved on with my life.
Those were some stale nachos.
I know.
So
I don't
bad.
think those ever get fresh because if they buy those giant bags from like Costco.
Yeah.
Just leave them open.
And
They-
they're
they
just
do. They're
thick,
on they were on
huge,
like a
round, and they just put them in a heater with a heat lamp.
No, they don't.
Oh,
They're-
really?
They were in there was a metal like tray, and they would just walk up, and there was like 8 in each. And
I
just
think they're
pulled it.
heated though.
They're
I think
not.
it is heated.
No, it wasn't.
Really?
It was not. It was out in the middle of nowhere, right next to the cheese bag that you
Just
can
next
get.
to the fucking parking lot.
No, it was like next to the
Tray of
cheese
chips
bag that
holding
you
up
can-
a table.
that you
go get the chips.
Go get the fresh ones. End quotes.
the cheese bag that you can get at fucking QT. They must make all the money. Like they're like, we sold one nacho. Like our costs.
We're done. Wrap it up.
Our costs are covered.
Yeah.
Every nacho after that is profit.
Dude,
Yeah.
I bought
Because it was, what, $12?
I bought a
$8.99.
I bought a
Oh,
bag of
$8.99.
Wetzel's pretzels, which they didn't skimp on. It's the same bag that you could get at a regular Wetzel's.
$9, right?
And I bought they didn't even have a fountain. It was a bottle of Diet Pepsi, and it cost me $16 fucking dollars.
Ugh. Did it hurt?
Thank you.
And
You're really cheap. So
I mean, it was tough, but what are you gonna do?
From the
You're-
makers
you're
of
there.
"You guys are paying for parking this time" comes, I spent way too much on Wetzel's
well,
pretzels.
that got a little fucking misconstrued because
did.
I
Care.
literally just said,
Well-
in joking, I just said, I said, bring your cash. I said, so you guys can pay for parking this
and,
time.
And here's the funny thing: I
It's not a joke.
I had every intention of doing that. And when he said it, then I was like, well, now I want to fucking fight this because you shouldn't have even had to tell me. I am a good enough friend to say, you know what? You have paid the last couple times and driven. You've gotten the key, tickets. It's my turn to pay for the $20 8-mile parking, and with the big straw hats. And then he's like, well, Scott said you have to pay.
I did not say it like that.
And
I
I'm
was
like-
kidding.
Okay. First of all, I know Scott wouldn't say that like serious. Like I think he would be like, well, make sure you bring your money, or like how you said it.
Yeah, he did. He did.
But you relate it as if it was all on me,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Scott
Again,
says you have to pay for parking.
again, you've provided the tickets. You're driving.
That's-
It makes sense. It only makes
A
sense.
lot of stuff over.
I just like wherever we park, it's always cash, and I never
Yeah.
carry cash. Like
Who
carrying
carries cash?
no one, and that's why it's never top of mind. And I should probably start
rarely do.
planning for that. Always keep a 20 in my wallet just in case. But
Then I'd spend it on something stupid.
oh fucking yeah,
I'd be like, ooh, Wetzel's pretzels. Here's that 20.
I'll
Gone.
never remember it. It's not in my account. It's
Yeah.
just in a wallet.
Dude, I had
It's like it doesn't count.
I had a $10 bill in my wallet from what must have been 4 weeks because I didn't know it was in there. I saw it; it was gone in seconds.
What movie did you buy with it?
No, I think
Gone in
it-
60
it was
seconds.
food. It's food at work.
It's always food.
I was gonna say $10. What did you get for fucking $10?
Nothing.
We
Bottle
had
of water.
He's like a
there's a place.
chalupa.
No, there's a place by my work called Taco Boys, and I got a quesadilla from there.
You keep talking about that place.
It's
You need to try
so
it.
good.
Make yourself a damn quesadilla.
And
It
then,
was a good quesadilla.
and then we left the game a little early.
We did.
Which is
Seventh inning.
fine. Seventh inning, Diamondbacks were
Because
beating
Jordan
the
was
crap out-
complaining.
Not once did I
Well,
complain.
Jordan does have. I mean, to give credit where credit's due, he does have a drive ahead of him, and
Yeah.
it
About
is
40
super
minutes.
late.
That's
And he's-
whatever.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the way home.
Sleep when I'm dead.
I won't remember it. I'll just listen to Phil Hendry on the dark roads of Hunt Highway and watch giant jackrabbits freak me out on the
Listen
side
to
of the
like
road.
Dave Ramsey on the way home.
Learn how to handle my money
What
better.
the fuck am
Don't
I
go to
doing with my
Diamondbacks
life?
games.
Jesus Christ, I need to pay off my bills.
Did you
Just
pay
do it.
off your mortgage?
Just do a full cash system where you have envelopes full of cash stashed around your house.
Yeah.
Stick it under your mattress.
You need to eat beans and rice for the rest of your life.
And you know who got better money? The Prince of Peace. It's fucking Jesus. Stop spending money, you dirty bastards.
I don't. He needs to relax.
He's annoying.
He is annoying.
If
Like,
you listen,
sometimes
to
I'll
him
listen.
at all, man, he makes you feel like a piece of shit.
He does. Like,
I'm a piece of garbage.
because like it's side tangent. He does this thing where he makes you feel bad for living your life.
Yes.
Like your life should be paying your bills and working and paying your bills and then working and not ever doing anything. And I'm like, okay, I may be in a little bit of debt, but I have fucking fun memories with my kids. I'm
Yeah,
hanging out with you
exactly.
guys. Like, I'll buy a fucking cool ass thing and I'm making those memories. I'm having a great time. Sure. You know, I don't have everything paid off. And you know what? It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna die with some fucking debt.
Same.
But I also
Oh,
have
yeah.
some cool books.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, don't fuck off, Dave Ramsey.
Exactly.
Hey, Dave, if you're listening, fuck off.
Yeah. God. Just because you've had a successful show for over 30 years on AM
I've seen the
radio.
downloads. You might be one of them.
Yeah. So
Out of
Yeah.
3.
You might be up there with
fuck
us.
you, Dave Ramsey. Giant cock.
But-
Fucking tell me how to spend my money.
And then,
Eat beans and rice. Fuck you, dude. Like, why should I live that way? I'm 40.
you know what
I'm-
you like.
I have
peanut butter and
more.
jelly
I have
sandwiches.
more days behind me than I do in front of me. It's like
Make your memories, man.
Yeah,
have your
it's-
fun times. Be
fuck
with your
you.
kids. Go on the trip you
no,
can't
I'm not
afford.
saying
Fuck it.
I'm not. I am going on a cruise. With,
Dance like nobody's watching.
I might make it to 80. Who knows? Doubtful. My heart hurts every day, and I get scared. But
Dude, fucking, we had to go like 9 flights of stairs just up to our section, and then
Oh.
9 flights of stairs to go up to our seats.
Legs are burning. Legs are burning.
Yeah, seriously.
I know I'm just out of shape. But dude, there's some nights where I'll just feel like I can feel my heart in my chest. And
I
I'm
had a burrito last
scared.
night, and I was scared that I was going to die mid Diablo.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. So, and I've been to the doctor, and they're like, "You need to relax, dude. Like we've done it, everything, all the workups. You're fine." And I'm like, "But I can feel my heart beating. There's no
That's the-
way that's
that's the
normal."
anxiety.
My finger has a heartbeat.
No, dude, I can feel it right here.
Do you
Like
see
I'll
that
just be-
shadow in the corner?
I'll just be sitting there, and I can feel it like.
Giant rabbits
And
looking
I
at
There's
us.
a fucking Grim Reaper in the corner. What are you doing next week?
I'll see you Thursday.
Just let me live and see like all the Mission Impossibles. I'll be fine.
Your wife's going out of town. I'm taking you then.
Oh,
I mean, Star Wars is already done.
Yeah, I know.
Indiana Jones is wrapped up now. I mean, what do you
Spider-Man.
got left to live for?
Yeah, there's really nothing else.
Mission
I
Impossible.
think we'll watch Oppenheimer, and then that's it.
Oppenheimer and Barbie and
Call it
You can
quits.
take
Call
me,
it
God.
good.
I have to see Barbenheimer, and then I'm good.
Let's see. Once he commits to that, though, and he signs that contract,
Yeah.
then like Tarantino's going to announce like his last film, and he's
Oh,
like,
he already
"Fuck."
announced his last
He
film.
did. You'll see it in
It's
hell.
called the Movie Critic. It's about a.
Is that his last film?
Yeah, it's about John Lovitz, and he just talks about movies.
It stinks.
It stinks. It's just a live action version.
Yeah,
of The
he
Critic.
said that after that he will write, he will like keep writing books, he'll write TV shows and stuff like that. He'll produce, but he will not direct anymore.
He'll invite everybody to these long lectures where famous people will reject Aaron in
Yes.
person. That'll be great. Can I shake
He'll
your
show
hand?
up on Howard Stern and try to
No.
get canceled 10 years after he's,
Right.
fucking already said the thing he said.
So, and then, we left the game.
We had
hit a
Frank's
homeless
Red Hot
person?
Chicken. Did we hit a homeless person?
No.
Scott just two-wheeled it out the thing, slamming into every car that was fucking... It's just dirt, bro.
Dude, it was a.
Don't
it was,
worry about those scratches on my car.
It was a braze. I don't know what you're talking about. It never fucking happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
either.
no.
We
It was dark. I blame the fucking parking
We
lot.
didn't see
There was
Axel F.
zero lights in the parking
You know
lot.
what's gonna be funny? I don't think it was, but if that was like the fucking Tesla that like records you when you slam into it.
Yeah, we're like, okay. He's like, well, I'm going to go. And we're like, what was that? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Someone hit me while I'm stationary. Like what? Okay.
Go buff out. Put some peanut butter on it or
Like
something.
some of the fucking can in the parking lot. And I supposed to run it over.
Must have been a trash can next to the car.
That's so funny.
Then we hightailed
Do
it
your
out of
friends
Phoenix.
listen to this?
I don't know.
No one listens.
Sometimes.
Edit it out.
Sometimes.
You can edit it out.
I don't give a shit.
No, we didn't say what we were driving in.
That was it.
Could have been a,
his truck.
It's
yeah.
my Festiva.
Yeah, we was in his Ford Festiva.
Or was it?
Because we would fit in that.
No, you had the what was it? Equinox.
Yeah, it was in the Equinox.
There you go.
And then we went to what was it? Houston Hot Chicken.
I don't even know the name of it. It was Chicken
No,
Place.
it's just a big chicken
with
thing.
the N-word
Houston,
blaring.
Dude, Houston Hot Chicken, where you'll find the
Three white
intro.
guys very
the intro to the show is us getting there.
Oh my god!
Oh, you're gonna put it on there?
It's on there.
Oh, you're gonna put it on. Okay.
Oh, you
I'll send it
played
to
the
you.
thing? No, put the actual video on there. Don't just put that crappy audio.
The crappy audio is fun.
I'll send it to you anyway.
Yeah.
But yes, it's we had a fun adventure trying to get there.
You're gonna tell me I'm wrong? She came down in a bubble, bro.
It came down to the fact that on multiple occasions, and tonight's not the only time. Aaron is very stubborn with directions.
No, I'm not. I'm good with directions. You guys just don't listen.
I was like, hey, was I supposed to turn that? Oh,
Well,
you
here's the
want me
thing:
to?
the
Was I
directions
supposed to be?
the directions come after the turn, though. You did that in San Diego. You did it tonight.
Go. I told him university.
And I said, just take the 202 to rural. And where did we end up?
Scott acts
No,
like
where did we end up?
202 to roll.
Exactly.
There was
Scott-
construction, and there was
Shush.
no sign.
Scott-
And I said, I go, what road was that? Was that I
But here-
supposed to
but-
go there?
But here's the thing: the simpler way to explain it is that we shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Yeah,
we
true.
should have been on the 202 to rural.
Scott acts like that's a yawn.
Are we keeping it up?
Yeah. Scott acts
boring.
like he's a fucking Arizona historian and he knows all the roads. So I'm like, university.
I never said that.
So I don't act like, so I don't, I don't think that I need to tell him where to go. I didn't know I needed to hold his fucking hand.
Well, no, because there was like 500 different directions. We were like, oh, we could go down the 60 and hit right, and no, and then you were like, no, just take the 143 right here, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Always an
And we get on the
excuse.
143, and I was like, wait a minute, what was that turn right there? Because it wasn't
University?
marked.
I mean, shoot, at this point, the 60 would have probably been closed anyway. We'd have been fucked.
True.
True.
So, but yeah, we went to Houston Hot Chicken. It was really good. Better than Shaq's Big Chicken.
Yeah.
Fuck Shaq's
It was
big
real,
chicken, you
real
giant
authentic hot chicken.
sack of shit.
I got the hot and spicy, and it made me sweat, and my nose was runny, and
Yeah, they got
it's
the
gonna hurt me in the
chicken
stomach
tin,
tonight.
same.
But it was
I
delicious.
can already feel it going blah blah blah
Right?
blah 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 blah.
It's going to wake up in the middle of the night. I can feel my heartbeat.
I can always feel my
I gotta
heartbeat.
chew some chalk tonight. It's gonna hurt. Just eat a bunch of Tums.
I'm going to, as soon as this is over, I'm going to dump.
Jesus.
Enjoy that visual.
You're
listeners.
welcome, everybody. We're gonna post pictures.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I got the show a gift. I got you guys the Kraken.
Yeah. So
Because so
I didn't know what this
Because
was.
we do
Right.
so much shooting.
I don't know. I figured it'd be fun for the snack show. So here's
Is
the
that we're
thing.
gonna do it from now on?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to get those.
It's going to crack in all the the Pepsi and Coke bottles.
No, I was
Like, I can't get it. It's a plastic bottle.
There's some
Well,
new
then here's
beers
the
I
thing.
want to
Then
try.
you're gonna have to remind me though, because if I take this with me,
Are you going to
and
use
we're-
it at home?
I'm gonna try it.
Okay, cool.
I'll do video or something. When I try it, I'll
I'm
do a
excited
video. I've
to
got
watch you
beers at
both.
home, and
Are-
I've got all kinds of stuff.
Do it on
I'm-
Eric Nagel's show.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit probably more seasoned in age. At what point do I
Like
want
2
to
years
shoot
older
a
than me.
fucking beer?
Why
Though?
not?
That's the thing.
Why not? What do you got
I
going
like to
on?
just enjoy. I want to enjoy it.
Nah, dude. Let's see how many we can
I
drink.
got no place to go.
Before we, yeah, exactly. So
I
let's
just want to. Why
Oh,
would
you
I?
want to get a show where we just all vomit then?
Dude, I have those giant Miller Lights out there. Let's do it.
Dude, you're gonna shoot it, and
tall
then you're
boys.
gonna fucking complain that you're gonna have a heart attack.
We'll find.
He's gonna
out.
get one beer.
We'll
in.
find out
He's gonna-
during the snack show.
All right, so we got to remind me to bring this back. But yeah, I'm gonna bring it home. I'll try it out, and I'll do a video. And I'll send it to you.
Yay!
Be like, look, this
I
is
really
me-
want you to do it on the whatchamacallit show.
Fucking, I'll do it tonight just to prove a point.
Hell yeah!
Milk.
Strawberry milk.
But no, there's this really annoying guy on TikTok that I follow. Well, I don't follow him, but he's really annoying and he constantly shows up on my For You page. And he always is doing he's always cracking. And he's like, we got cracking this, cracking that. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You get views off of this? We'll fucking cracking.
Yeah, so basically it's just a tool that you clip onto the bottom of a can, you snap it into a can, and then you shotgun a beer or any other liquid at this point. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. Thank you. I better say thank you so you don't get mad at us.
Right. That'll come up
So
in the chat
mad.
later.
I don't.
Came up in chat when he offered it to us.
I was
Look,
joking.
Look, guys, I know you don't fucking give a shit about me in any way possible.
No,
But
it's-
once again, for the third year in a row, I've got the show, guys.
I
Again.
got you guys candles.
Candles. I
got
still
your
have that candle.
hats.
The hats. I wear that hat a lot.
Even
And the
though
Kraken.
you don't appreciate it.
Look,
I
What
got
show
you a gift.
What show gift have you gotten me,
I made stickers.
Scott?
What show gift is I spend
I
my,
spend
I
every
spend my
Sunday producing instead of throwing
editing the
discs,
fucking show
even
while
though
you
it's at, like,
guys
one
just enjoy your fucking Sunday.
Sunday I work.
Bro, he's got kids. He doesn't enjoy anything.
Yeah.
True.
I don't get to do shit. I can't even get to the fucking post office.
I can't do fucking shit. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it anymore.
Anyway.
I'm done.
Just
Anyways,
watch anything?
no, but you did.
Yes.
Well, I watched.
What'd you watch?
What'd you watch?
I did. I checked out Blackberry,
Oh,
Oh yeah.
which I enjoyed.
Told you.
It was actually very good.
very good.
Yep. And it's so crazy to like it kind of right up there with that whole Air thing, where it kind of shows them
reminded
how
me
they
more of the Facebook movie, but
how
yes.
they got up
Yes.
and then how they kind of came back down, and it was just and I lived through the whole BlackBerry phase, man.
We
When
all
people,
did.
everybody had fucking Blackberries.
Everyone
and,
that's
and,
listening did.
yeah, it was just it was pretty good.
You know who didn't? Parker.
Well,
He won't know what a BlackBerry was, but
Yeah.
everyone who is listening to this podcast right
man,
now,
my
knows
daughter
what a
won't know what a fucking BlackBerry is.
Well, that's because you raised them weird.
No, actually,
Yeah,
they're very.
no kids have concept of time. My daughter asked me if I had television growing up. I'm like, how old do you fucking think I
You
am?
should have said no.
I'm like, no, you're grounded. Go to your room.
You should have said no. Back when I was a kid, we used to just play with
Yeah,
rocks.
we
and
went
sticks.
outside and
And then
fucking
we,
jumped off roofs.
I got to check out. I mean, again, didn't sit and watch it, but I did get to pretty much kind of the majority of the new Little Mermaid movie.
You said you were in the room. when,
I was
like,
in the
one
room,
scene
and
happened.
I was
like in
doing
the
some
kitchen,
stuff.
just doing.
My daughter wanted to watch it.
He's like,
They sat there and
"Yes,
watched it. I
you
probably
see
watched
that?"
like the first maybe like 10, 15 minutes of it.
Then that doesn't count.
And I was
Why even
like,
bring it up?
but I was still there, and I kept kind of looking at it.
I was present.
It is not good by any means, and it's like the animation is super fucking weird, and I don't know what everybody is trying to make this like the fucking movie. I think I saw a post on TikTok. They were like praising that it had just passed $500 million, and I'm like, you realize that like the Mario Brothers movie made $750 million in its first 3 fucking days out.
Yeah. So there's a whole thing out now where like Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones, Elementals, and everything else has cost Disney like somewhere in the roughly like 4.7 billion range. Like it's their worst year in a long, long time, and it's
Like Mermaid, I can see because
Mermaid?
because people don't like the remakes and the redos and live actions. Like they don't really make the money.
Yeah.
Elemental, I don't know why they didn't market it in a weird way. It's not woke.
It seems woke.
No,
like he's the
not a-
water guy dating the fucking.
The whole story, because I took the kids to see it. Is basically it's like an immigrant story. Like like the fire element is like a Russian immigrant comes to whatever element city, America, starts a business, and the whole idea is raising a kid, first generation in this new place, to take over your business. And then she decides she doesn't want to be doing that with
Get
her
your
life.
woke
And it's like
shit out of my
it's
fucking
literally
face.
but it's literally every
kidding.
fucking like story that's out there. It's nothing new, but it looks good. It's a fun little movie. I don't understand the reasoning why it didn't make money, other than no one's going to movies.
What's the main girl's name?
Ember?
She's like a little slut.
That's right.
Yeah,
She's on fire.
She's like, I don't want to do your job. I want to.
But
I
it's just-
think
there's
I think
nothing-
I think it's
Fuck the water
it's a
guy.
wave, dude. I think people are just sick of
Isn't that
the shit
guy's
that they're
name
putting
in
out,
Elemental Wave?
and I just don't think people are going to see it, man. I mean,
Well,
I think that has a lot to do with
And
it.
I think that's part of why Indiana Jones is probably not doing it, because they were thinking start doing something original. But the
Yeah.
problem is all the original stuff no one goes to.
Right.
So there is no winning here right now.
I don't know what's going to happen because you're not going to see Indiana Jones, but you went and saw like Maverick. I'm really interested to see Mission Impossible because with the whole Top Gun thing from last year, but I don't know. This might be it for theaters, dude, because if people are just sitting there going like, oh yeah, Indiana Jones is out, but I'll just watch it in 3 months on Disney Plus.
I think there was a talk of like Days of Thunder having like a part 2 with Tom Cruise. In it.
Well, because Carrie Elwes is in this new
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, so they kind of reunited. So
Right.
I could see it. I don't know why. Like, stop revisiting that shit.
Right.
You've got a franchise that
Only if
has
they bring
been
back
steady.
Roker and he's like, I'm Mary Poppins. He was in the
Right.
first one, so
No, I know. He died though.
bring
But
him back.
yeah, so Elemental was fun. It's
Cool.
a cute movie, good for people with kids. I mean,
I will check
it's
it
just
out. on
typical Pixar, man.
the
It's
Disney Plus.
there's not, like I said, there is nothing. There's no hidden message.
Sounds
There's no
woke to me. Way to go.
They're not changing characters from white people to black people, or black people to white people, or male to female. None of that is
I
present.
hate that because I'm conservative and I
Oh,
hate you.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
kidding. I don't
I know
care.
you do.
I really could care less.
What are your views on Sandy Hook?
It's fake.
Colloidal silver.
Took the close over.
But it was a fun little movie. It's just it sucks that it's not going to make any money. I went and saw Indiana Jones. I fucking enjoyed that movie.
Yeah,
like I really did enjoy it. Like there are some issues with it, but overall, it's a good movie too.
I thought you were playing with me the other night. I'm like, he's like, I've seen Indiana Jones. I was like, okay. And I was like, I was going to say, are you going to tell me about it? But then I was like, no, he wants me to ask him that. So I'm just going to wait.
What do you
I'm
mean?
going to wait until he tells me. Because you had said that you saw it, but you didn't say anything about it.
Driving.
I text and drive all the time.
Like, I was literally driving. When I told you, like, I have adventured, I was driving home.
I figured.
And then when you got the bigger synopsis of how I felt about it, I had stopped driving.
Right.
So, like...
The I'll Watch It Later podcast just wants to say, don't text and drive.
I don't. Go ahead and text
Arrive
and drive.
alive.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Kraken, where you can shotgun a beer at a red light.
Yeah.
And then drive home while texting.
I text all the time while I'm cracking a fucking Miller Lite in the fucking front seat.
Says the guy searching Dropbox for old podcasts while we were driving
the
home.
whole time.
Taking it up on two
I was
wheels.
getting a little nervous. I was like, so you're gonna
I know I
find it,
have
or-
this audio, man, and we're like doing 50 down the fucking road. Anyway, but
I'm Smith trained.
Smith training. But I really did enjoy the Indiana Jones movie. Like I said, there are some issues. You said there was like a Indiana Jones in a refrigerator moment. I don't think the same moment that you had issue with, I had issue with.
He gets blown off of that fucking news stand.
Yeah, but that wasn't like a nuke or anything. It was just a bomb. And
It was a giant
but
bomb
it
that
dropped
blew
like
up
5
the house.
levels. Yeah, I know.
The whole part of the movie is that I don't care. It's been a week. If you haven't seen Indiana Jones, either fast forward or go see it and then come back. But the bomb falls through the house. It hits the ground. It does not go off. There's a bunch of soldiers. It then falls down into the house, blows up, killing all the soldiers. Indiana Jones clearly alive because he was hanging.
Yeah.
And then his little thing comes off. That is not an Indiana Jones moment. That is too much.
You know, in the second movie, someone literally had a heart pulled out of their body,
And they died.
but not because of that.
Right.
It was from fire.
I
Like, you know what I mean?
understand
Like
that,
there is
but-
some suspension of disbelief. Now, the whole refrigerator thing. No, the speed and force of that man going there, he would have been a fucking.
And the bomb would have
Vaporized
liquefied
it.
him. I don't know if you understand this, and I'm not trying to be like Mr. Know-It-All or whatever, but I was blown up in Afghanistan twice. Okay,
And he's
There-
still here.
Who was he?
there is what when a bomb goes off, it's not just the fire and the heat and the explosion, but there is a concussion that
Yeah, it's a
hits you,
force.
and it feels like someone punching you in the fucking head, and then hitting the rest of your body.
So
It's
And then
who-
the rest
so-
of your
so
life,
who
you
was
have to. The rest of your life, you have to sit there and wonder if the Chase Stadium is going to fall on you.
Yes.
yeah, it's fucked up.
It sucks.
But I'm just saying, like, dude, I just that part was
I
the
know.
only real part. And some of the train stuff because like he held him against the fucking roof.
Oh,
of the,
my God, yeah.
When they're going 80 miles an hour, I'm like, cool, his back would be gone. But
Well, and
that's
then-
the stuff I can.
And then the main bad guy, Indiana Jones, fucking the other guy shoots him, and he falls off the train and hits a standing like a boom mic. It was just like there, and the guy hits it face first, going 65 miles an hour, and then later on he comes back. He's a little older, doesn't have any markings on his face, and you're just supposed to be like, oh, I guess he was okay. That shit bothered me. The movie itself, though, is fun. It goes back to just
Absolutely.
being a fun traipsing across the universe, like the world,
The
kind of
universe.
the universe. He goes to space adventure, and it's cool. I think there are things toward the end that I didn't feel they needed to fully commit to.
Once again, spoiling.
We're gonna spoil it.
fucking time travel.
Time
Why?
travel happens. Yes. So, like, the whole idea is, like, they have to find this device that Archimedes did, and it was separated into multiple parts, and that's the adventure.
That's
we have
the
the one part,
adventure.
we got to go find the map to get to where the other part is, and it's a whole thing. Antonio Banderas is in it for 5
Banderas?
minutes.
You heard
Banderas.
that right? That was awesome.
I'm waiting for the crossover where he meets Dora the Explorer.
Backpack. He could have used one.
I got the map.
Look at this picture I took of you. Look at your
Nazis. I know.
Squirrel.
It's not just your arm. Just looks weird at this picture.
I've been bulking up. I'm trying to recreate fucking over the top. just big arms.
It's a good movie.
But yeah,
Check it
that's
out.
pretty
I
good.
love Over the Top.
It's so
I'm telling you, we may have to watch it.
dude, I'm down.
We are going to do that revisiting month where
Next
we have
month,
to watch
yeah.
things that we have seen and see if they still hold up. That might be one of them.
And guys, this is going to be the smallest snack show we've ever
Whatever,
had.
we're going to have plenty of stuff.
Yeah, we'll end up with plenty.
Dude, it'd be
of
like
shit.
the day before, and we'll come in with a box like this. Full of
we are
snacks.
kind of worried because there's a
tried
lot
to
of
get-
stuff that's coming out and we haven't
can't
fucking found
find
it. It's like
I tried to talk to Heather, but I was at work where I don't get very good service. So I started sending her messages.
Oh, I'm
I guess
aware.
They were coming out all out of order.
Oh, I'm aware.
I was asking her if she could pick up these 3
She's
bags
like, you know, your friend's looking for popcorn, right? I was like, oh, these 3 popcorns. I sent her pictures. She goes, yeah, but the way he's asking is a little weird, and I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it was just came off weird. I'm like, yeah, I saw those earlier. I wasn't going to ask you because I'm a good friend. I was kidding.
Oh, I just figured because she was already getting us, if she was re-getting us the Mountain Dew or
Right.
whatever, I would, and I always tell her, I'll pay her whatever. Like,
Oh,
I'll give her the money. That's not the problem. But she, like, my messages were going through, but the pictures weren't going through, and it was coming out all
Heather,
out of
get me
order.
popcorn.
I saw it, and I was just like, fuck, I'll text you when so I'll text her like after this comes out. So maybe she understands what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's like 3 different types of popcorn.
Yeah,
and I
they
was
look
like,
good.
and one of them's like lime.
It's like
and-
lemon lime.
lemon lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen them?
I've seen
like berries and cream.
Have you
Not you haven't seen
No,
it.
no, no.
Oh,
they're,
I
at,
got
they're,
excited.
they're, they're at Food Line. They're not.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
Food
it's
East
not
Coast.
out here.
We're not going to get them.
Food Kitty. Meow. So I don't know why I did that.
Sponsored by Food Kitty because it's 11 o'clock.
Yes.
So yeah.
So yeah, see Indiana Jones.
So, yeah, see Indiana Jones.
There was some de-aging of Harrison Ford that I think 99% of it looked really good.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought that was the best part. I thought,
But there was parts where like the Nazis would shine the flashlight in his face, and like I said, you could feel like you could see the seams. Like
of
it
course.
just looked okay. Don't
that
shine
hasn't been
lights on him.
perfected yet.
No, not at all. But
So.
for the most part, it felt good. Like his voice was his voice
we
now,
make it
so it's like
another-
old man voice in a young man
I
face.
still don't understand why we can't do this in full motion pictures when they could do it on fucking TikTok.
Yeah,
I don't get it, man. I just
I
don't
know.
get it.
this is the best it's looked though. Like I gotta give it to whoever they finally got to do this. It looks good. Again, though, it works better in a low light, or you don't get to focus on it. Like if you're sitting there and you get to look at his face for too long, then that uncanny valley kind of comes through, and you're like, this doesn't belong. But the quick shots, the little things here and there, it looked really good. And they did it 2 times. They did it once where he was back in the 30s fighting the Nazis, and that's how you kind of set up the story. And then maybe 10 years later, so he's aged a little bit more. It's like the 40s or 50s. And then, then you've got him now. And it just, I think all of it worked really well. The supporting cast had hits and misses. Some of it was weird. Some of it,
I had
whatever.
no problems with the supporting cast. I know everybody's complaining, and that's fine.
I think-
I'll be in the minority in it. I just had no problem with
I
her.
think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a good actress. I think her character was annoying.
That's
I
fine.
really do.
I like I said last week, I felt like you needed somebody to drive the movie. I think she did a perfectly fine job.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
she was always. It was like the Robin Williams syndrome that I always think, where it's like she was always on, like she was always being snarky and kind of a pain in the ass,
and I
kind
think
of
that's
a
why
jerk.
she said like I want a spin off of my character, which
No,
makes
please don't.
sense.
I don't need more of her though.
I just
I
have
don't.
no issues with her whatsoever.
Well, and the problem was like one of the characters gets killed, and she's just like, whatever. And it was like Indiana Jones' friend, and he even said it. He's like, look, my friend just got fucking killed. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh yeah, my bad. Like she just I don't like
It's good character development.
right, but yes, she has glimmers of like a real emotion throughout the movie, but then there's a lot of just shut up. Just stop talking for just a minute and let something else happen. So, but I didn't hate her. There was things that were grating on me. But overall, I think the movie was fun, and I think it's better than what we got the last time. It's a good way to end his run. I still think I rewatched Last Crusade, and it's still fucking a banger. Like that is just so good.
It's so good.
So
You've chosen wisely. Hey, do you have a movie for next week?
cool.
Well, I was just thinking, like, he hasn't said shit to us.
That's what he does. He always does
It's
that.
going to be fun. The reveal is going to be
I
fun.
haven't done shit. I'm not worried
Because
about
I was
it.
waiting
Twice.
for you to
Not worried
ask.
about
I was
any
waiting
of
for you to
this.
ask about it, and I'm like, I'm going out on a limb here.
I like when it's.
That I don't
like
know
when
if
it's
anybody has seen this.
I
I
like when
don't
it's a
think
surprise.
anybody has.
See,
so.
that's the thing, though. That's what gets scary, though. It's like he
Yeah.
doesn't ask, and then
'Cause
it's
he
like,
asks-
we both have seen it.
Dude, he'll ask me a lot of stuff, and he'll be like,
have you guys seen V for Vendetta?
Yeah, and I'll be like, bro, we've seen that. He's like, I figured.
No,
I'm like,
there's
what?
a lot of times where there's like
He'll be like, "Have you seen
really
Collateral
obvious
with Tom
movies,
Cruise?"
and I'm like, you know what? So I asked him the other day, and this is I'm putting myself on the spot here because I haven't seen this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those, again, films that has all over the place. And I just
It's weird.
looked
We
at
should
him
do
and I
a
said,
show about movies that we should have seen by now.
and I said, listen, dude, I go, I'm sure you've seen this. And I'm sure Jordan's seen this. I've never seen this. I go, but you ever seen The Rocketeer?
Yes,
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies.
Dude,
I've never fucking seen it.
It's literally
you should watch it.
It's
I-
literally
but
just as an American.
But I'm
you
just
should
going
watch
out
it.
on the limb by thinking, what's the most obvious pick that I can pick?
I can't even say the word rocket while thinking about that movie because there was one guy, Lotho, in the movie. He goes, "The Rocket." It's like every time I say the Rocket, I was like, "The Rocket." I love that movie.
So-
Jennifer Connelly is a fucking banger.
But those are
There's
movies that I'm
Nazis.
trying to find that are like
I have comic
the
books of The
super
Rocketeer.
obvious ones that are movies that we probably should have seen
Yeah.
that maybe we all haven't seen. And I know the answer when I ask it, and I'm always like, I know that you guys have seen this one, but I'm
Dude,
just
I
going to
used
ask
to
it
sit
anyways.
in my aunt's bed and watch The Rocketeer over and over and over, like 5 times.
I
a
can
day.
hum the soundtrack right now.
Yeah, it's so
Like
good.
the score is just perfect. It was
And I've-
actually Joe Johnston, I think, was the director.
I watched it a couple of years ago, and it still holds up, dude.
That's my
It's
one
super
of my
good.
favorite.
Go
I tried to
on.
get the kids to
pull,
watch it.
I have to
but-
pull the trigger and watch it.
You
but
really
do.
need
but
to.
I'm pretty sure
You want to watch it
that
over
the
here?
pick
Tomorrow?
that I
We should
have
do
for
it.
this
That's
week
what we
or
should
for
do
next
on the
week.
big screen. We just
Okay.
go out and
Rocketeer?
yeah,
Done.
we'll do Rocketeer.
The I'm pretty sure the pick that I have. I don't think
What is
anybody's
it?
seen this one.
It's Rocketeer.
I can't
You
say
can't-
until
okay.
the end.
So
Can't
let's talk
hardly
about
wait.
1941. That
Okay,
movie
yeah, let's-
fucking
let-
sucked. Don't even put it in the fucking trailer.
No,
Dude,
no.
you're an asshole. Fuck off.
What did I
Japs,
do?
japs, japs. Picking stupid war epic 222-minute comedies. Movie
was 2 hours
fucking
long.
sucked.
Dude, this one had all the ingredients, though, man.
You can put it in the trailer. Hey, so this week we got around to watching 1941.
December 1941. The California coast. The Japanese had just bombed Pearl Harbor. A nation's heroes were on the alert.
Look, you guys are Jap sub!
The dummy's right.
California could be next.
What did I shoot there? I don't know!
This is war.
Oh, God.
A country's honor was at stake. The lives of millions would be protected by a brave few. This is their story.
Excuse us, ma'am.
From the director of Jaws and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the most explosive comedy spectacular ever filmed.
What the hell do you people think you're doing?
Dan Aykroyd, Ned Beatty, John Belushi, Lorraine Garrett, Murray Hamilton, Christopher Lee, Tim Matheson, Toshiro Mifune, Warren Oates, Robert Stack, Treat Williams,
I can assure you, there will be no bombs dropped here.
Boy, that was fun!
Universal Pictures and Columbia Pictures present an 18 production of a Steven Spielberg film. 1941.
Sayonara, sucker!
Okay, so this is 1979, 1941, directed by Steven Spielberg, written by Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale, two notable people who
Very notable.
started the Back to the Future franchise, and pretty much Zemeckis has got his hand in almost every awesome movie since the 80s. So you would think that's a good combination. And then you're throwing in people like Dan Aykroyd. You've got John Candy.
Hey.
You've got the mom from fucking Jaws is in it. You've got
Belushi.
Can I interrupt you
Belushi.
for a second?
Yeah, please do. I
Breaking
love when
news.
you do.
I didn't know this, but my exact, like the movies behind and all the ones you see, and I haven't scanned all. It's been months. I own 6,598 movies.
Does that count digital or just physical?
That is
releases?
just physical releases.
You might have a problem.
Maybe, and like I said, I haven't scanned in months.
That's
So-
true.
so
there
that
are
is
more
a-
stacks.
So that's only 1%.
He's got a storage unit
I
that
just
Kim doesn't know about.
even now, I'm kind of like, okay, man, that's a lot of fucking movie. You need to relax.
Yeah.
So,
It's like when
sorry.
you stretch it along, it's like the Oppenheimer IMAX reel where it's
if you-
11 miles of just DVDs.
If you're wondering what that why I thought of that is because I just got a new phone today and I had to fucking update my Movies app and it like counts your movies, but it's always been like between
the phone slowed down because it was counting too much.
Yeah, it's counting 6,598 films.
It took 27 minutes for it to load.
It's a little status bar. So I just wanted to share that with you because I always thought it was like 3,000. But it's
That
not.
still sounds like a lot of movies.
So now that it's double that, are we admitting now?
Oh yeah, I already said I'm getting rid of half these. I just haven't had time
Yeah.
to fucking do it. I'm going to go through and start taking shit out and putting it away and fucking selling it and all that good stuff. It's time to. The stuff I'm getting is stuff I'm going to keep, like, Roadhouse, fucking Truman Show. I fucking love that movie. Just came out 4K. Anyways, let's get back to 1941. Sorry.
Anyway,
Squirrel.
so it's got a huge cast
All around the world.
You would think this was going to be a comedy based off just the cast list.
It tried.
No, it didn't.
I mean,
was
I think in a
not-
weird way that they tried.
I thought it. So I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Please
I
do.
know I did not like this movie, but if you asked me anything about this movie, I couldn't tell you because the second it was over, I forgot the entire thing. I was asking him questions about it today, and I was just.
I know there was a dance at one point. Some
Yeah.
guy didn't like eggs.
There was
Treat Williams is in it. God rest his soul. He just died recently.
There's dudes on a fucking Ferris wheel doing something with a dummy. That guy's super annoying.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
There's
guy
a
was fucking
but there's a scene that just boggled my fucking mind.
Which
where
one?
the asshole guy goes to like the club with the girl, who she seems to be in a trance the whole time.
Yeah, why would she go with him?
I don't know.
She clearly wanted to be with the guy that wanted to do the dance competition. Like, there was no reason why she should have attended that dance with her and her chubby friend who was the sister in Back to the Future.
Right.
Like, none of that should have happened. I don't understand her motivations
and then
for
there's
anything.
a scene with donuts, and then he bends down and picks the donut up and puts it in her hand.
Oh, I forgot about
And then
the
she's
donut
like,
part.
something happens in the club, and she's like, "Don't you want to dance with me, please?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
She was
here?
getting let out by Treat Williams'
Yeah.
character. So she was trying to get some random sailor to say, dance with me, just to get them to fucking let her go. Because, like, apparently
right,
she's
but it
just
didn't
damsel in
make
distress.
any fucking sense.
Oh, none of it made
So I'm gonna
sense.
tell you that, like, I actually thought, I was like, "Ooh, okay, we're in for something good here," because the first 5 minutes of this movie, they kind of lend you to think, okay, this might be something, because it starts out with the girl on the beach, and she's going into the water, just like Jaws.
Dude, it was like almost shot for shot.
It's
like,
shot
what is
for shot.
Jaws,
And she gets out there. By the way, played by the same girl.
who we saw 2 years ago at Mad Monster.
Yes.
and she was sad. It
Yes.
made me sad to
Very
see her
sad.
there.
And she goes out in the water, and obviously, instead of getting attacked by the shark, the Japanese sub comes up
Japanese
from
sub.
underneath her, and she's just butt naked on the periscope, and they all come out of the submarine, and they're like screaming and yelling at her.
Well,
And they're playing
no
the-
one saw her except for that one guy who was looking right up at her ass,
Yeah.
and that's how they
Right.
saw her first. And he was just like, "Oh, white woman ass," and like then
Yes.
she started screaming.
But
and
they
then
played
that's when everybody
the
came out.
Jaws music, and
Mhm.
and this whole time I'm thinking, oh, this is pretty aware. Like, he's spoofing his own shit.
Yeah,
This is going to be really good. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. Nothing happened.
because you had all these comedic actors, and then he looked at him and said, "Don't be funny.
Yeah.
Don't be funny. John Candy, don't be fucking funny. I don't want to see any of your
say
comedy
some
here."
lines that we think might be funny, but don't be funny.
Hey,
saying
Aykroyd,
them.
be a complete straight man. I
Yes.
want you to just spout off military jargon and be a normal dude and just talk quick. Don't be funny. And then that's how it was. The whole cast was this boring.
And so was the movie.
And literally, like,
The behind the scenes of this movie are more interesting
I'm gonna have to go
than the
watch
movie
or
itself,
talk-
because I started really watching some stuff on it as far as like who they were trying to get to play certain characters. Like the general, they tried to get John Wayne to play it, and John Wayne was like, no, because I don't think this fucking movie's any good, and I don't like that you're making
Wow,
fun
that
of
was
like
a
Pearl
fun
Harbor.
fact from
And I mean,
Scott.
and all this shit. It's like the amount of people who are in this movie, like, James Caan is in this fucking movie. There's just so many fucking people in this movie. and
Robert Stack.
Yes.
Like, Robert Stack was in this movie.
You just got another fun fact from Jordan and Scott.
Well,
on
and it
I'll
was
Watch It
like
Later
like
podcast.
everything you put the pieces all in the middle of the table, and you think this should be a really good fucking movie.
It had the start of like one of those raunchy 80s comedies where it's like, oh, look, boobs and comedy. And
Animal House, Meatballs, Airplane. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought we were getting.
And that's exactly what I was anticipating.
There's a scene where John Belushi's like scratching his dick and he pulls out
it was like
squeaky,
a Cupid doll or something. Yeah.
And
well, and that's the other thing. I thought he was going to be funny. He was boring.
Nah,
he was
so
just flying
boring.
around in a plane. And the whole idea is that, honestly, I'm telling you, they could have taken the Japanese submarine plot completely out and just made this town paranoid, and it would have worked just as well, even though the movie doesn't work well for me. And it was weird that they had that in there, and then they're all firing back and forth. Christopher Lee plays a German, which was kind of weird. What the funny thing is,
I was watching Dumbo, right?
They were watching Dumbo. No, Christopher. Yeah. I was watching this on Movies Anywhere. I had bought the $2 upgrade.
My God.
But listen.
He wants you to know that.
No, I don't care. No, what I'm saying is, for some reason, Movies Anywhere didn't have subtitles. No matter what I did. And I'm sitting there going, oh, so they're making a conscious choice for us to not know what the Japanese are saying or the German guy's saying. Okay, that's different. And then I thought, man, let me check. So I switched to Voodoo. Full-on subtitles. I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I miss? That whole scene where they had the one guy, what in tarnation? You maybe get my Social Security and that's it. And then they were like giving him shit and making him shit because he ate the compass.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is fucking weird. But like, I got none of the Japanese dialogue to go with it, so I don't know what they were saying to him.
Just that they enjoyed it.
But it still worked. It was funny.
Torturing him and stuff like that.
But
It was literally like Steven Spielberg's like, hey, man, I just made these 2 really good movies, and now I'm going to flex my comedy.
No.
And people were like, no, you're not. You are not going to flex your comedy because you're not funny.
There's nothing about this movie.
It just kind of
he tried that again, like with what was that movie with Tom Hanks that he tried to like was like a comedy.
Throw them in the volcano or whatever.
Joe versus the volcano.
No. Like it was like more recently.
The Terminal.
Yes.
I like that movie.
Yes.
I think I'm the only
And
one.
I didn't think that one was
Jones.
That one was kind of dry too.
But it's good.
I think Spielberg works better when he's doing
Jaws.
No, not even that. It's just like, dramatic movies or even movies with a different, more serious manner, but injects things that are fun. Like Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorite movies.
I fucking love Catch Me If You Can.
Right? And that movie's serious content, but it has parts where it's funny. That's what you stick to. Don't make a comedy, but do nothing.
Comedies are tough, man, because it's like comedy is very subjective, and it's like, I mean, there's certain things that, like I said, I mean, you watch tons of comedy, and I'm of the mind frame that like the dumber the better, shit like Dumb and Dumber, dude. I will sit and laugh over and over and over again at the same fucking scenes that I've seen the whole, for my whole entire lifetime. And this just didn't have anything that was like...
One of my favorite movies is Kentucky Fried Movie.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's stupid comedy.
I've never seen it.
Are you really?
Never.
Please do.
Okay.
There's a part where this one guy's like Rex Manning, Danger Seeker. So he's got like a, one of those Evel Knievel suits on. He puts on a helmet, walks into a middle in the alley. He's a white dude, looks like a Jewish guy. Walks into the middle of like a bunch of black dudes playing dice. And he yells the N-word and starts running. And they start chasing him. That's his bit. He's Danger Seeker, and he does that. And I laugh every time.
I'm gonna definitely watch it,
dude.
Now.
It's the funniest movie.
He's like that guy on YouTube. What's his name? It was Ari, or what the fuck's that guy's name? The guy that like goes dressed in like the Klan outfit down in like the black neighborhoods and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
No, because my algorithm is definitely different.
Dude,
remember
remember he went and picked up all the Mexican workers.
I can't remember his name, but
like
Amari Shafir or something.
Yeah,
Ari Shafir?
Yeah. Ari Shafir.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the kind of fun, dumb, stupid comedy that I like. And
slapstick stuff.
It doesn't have to be serious all the time. And 1941 had no fun to it. It felt not fun.
It felt a lot forced.
One of the plots was this guy just wants to fuck Nancy Allen so bad that he's willing to take a plane.
That was funny to me.
It was a little funny, but like
that was the only part of the entire movie I laughed at was the beginning where.
They were in the plane at the bottom and they were knocking people off.
No, they were knocking people off, and then drops the bomb, and the bomb blows up. But she was just like, this isn't working for me. It doesn't
to
work
be in
in
the
a
air.
simulator either. But that whole scene is like nobody knew how to write it because the guy's like, oh, I just want to be with you, and he's not like forcing himself on her or anything. And she's like, well, my dad was a Marine boot camp officer, and I'm gonna beat you up now. And I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
the scene was funny, but no, it's not.
So like it had all these little tiny plots going on that none of them were fun, and then they all eventually intersect, and it just ends. And I'm like, this is
They
dumb.
intersect because the planes go flying through the fucking
Through
city,
LA,
and
you know.
it's so stupid. What do you guys give it?
Oh shit! I think a 2.
Really? I'm going 1 because I'll
2
never
because-
watch it again.
Funny because I'm about halfway.
And-
I'm doing the 1.5. Just because, dude, I mean, like, you had everybody. It's a Spielberg, dude. It's Zemeckis.
I get
dude.
it, but
it
here's-
just
it took
wasn't
me
fucking
3
good.
fucking times to watch this because I would continuously just be like, I hate this.
I hate that I'm doing this. I'm revising it. It's 1.5. Like I the more I think about it, like I'm really giving a lot of credit just for it as a Spielberg movie, not so much that I enjoyed the because I didn't like AI. Like Spielberg doesn't
never seen
always
it.
put.
Is
I
it
hate
good?
that movie.
No.
I hate it.
Have you seen it? What's it about?
It's fucking Haley
Robin
Joel
Williams?
Osment. No, it was
Artificial
that was
Intelligence.
Bicentennial Man. No,
You're
that
right,
was the
you're
one
right,
with
you're
Haley Joel Osment. It was the one that
He's like, I'm a robot. Do I feel love? I can see dead people.
it was the one that Kubrick was going to do, and then he died, so he took over and did it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'll watch
so
it then.
I hated that movie. So Spielberg is not always 100% for me, but for the most part I like his movies. So I had such high hopes for this, and like you said, the cast list is so big and so much talent. You almost like, how can you miss?
Right.
And nothing worked. It's like you can't just put all the ingredients in a pot and assume it's going to be okay. So yeah,
We're like, hey,
1.5. Like,
John Candy,
I'm-
just stand there.
Put it in a
Like,
pot.
don't be funny. Just stand there,
Right.
and be part of the group.
Oh, and remember that later on, it's like, well, what do we do? Well, let's ask him. Well, he's not even enlisted. Yeah, but he's wearing the jacket. Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
No.
It's a comedy.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
it's a rough watch.
It was
Now
it
I'm
was
really
rough for me.
excited. That was 1941, everyone. And we got to get out of here because I'm fucking losing it. Hey, so what do we got next week, Scott? I swear to God, if you pick something I've fucking seen.
Well,
I'm
we'll see.
So excited for this.
So I'm staying in the 70s.
Hmm.
1971.
Ooh.
It's an
Probably good.
action crime
Oh.
coming in at a
Oh, I
quick
know what it is.
hour and 38-minute
I know
watch.
what it is.
Do you?
What is it?
What is it?
Oh, wait, I want you to say it first.
Yeah, what is
Go.
it?
What is it?
Thief?
Nope.
Oh.
Ha.
So this is considered. So
is that because it was on Criterion?
So I'm
You-
just
we
gonna go.
think
I'm
he's
just
taking
gonna.
Criterion
I'm just
movies?
gonna throw this out that this was an inspiration to one of your favorite directors. That
Tarantino?
yep, it inspired Death Proof. It is almost considered to be one of the better car
Is
movies.
this Death Race 2000?
Nope,
The Getaway.
not yet.
The
That is
Getaway?
on my list.
Okay, because I've been thinking about that
No,
one too.
this one is. They said it's probably one of the best like car movies.
The Getaway.
The original Gone in 60 Seconds.
Nope, and it's been.
We're just gonna do this
I
all night.
think it's been redone, but we're
stop
gonna
jerking
watch.
me off.
I'm
Can you
gonna
just
watch the
fucking tell
original.
us?
I just like you squirming over here. So we're gonna watch from 1971. We're gonna watch Vanishing Point.
Name, Kowalski. Occupation, driver. Transporting a supercharged Dodge Challenger from Denver to San Francisco. Background, Medal of Honor in Vietnam. Former stock and bike racer. Former cop, dishonorably discharged. Now he uses speed to get himself up, to get himself gone. Everybody's after Kowalski.
Because you think we're queers.
For one reason or another.
Is there something I can do for you?
Well, like what?
Like anything you want.
Everybody wants a piece of his hide.
Maybe killed somebody. Maybe stole that big dude of his. Maybe both.
I'll get that son of a...
They want to get him and put him away, but they'll have to catch him first.
Good morning, folks. This is yours truly, Super Soul. Directed live print business from KOW. With the wham bam, boom boom, wake up music. Challenger being chased by the blue meanies on wheels. The vicious traffic squad cars are after our known driver, the super driver of the Golden West. The police numbers are getting closer to our soul hero in his soul mobile. They're gonna get him, smash him, rip the last American hero.
It's the maximum trip at maximum speed. Vanishing Point.
This is yours truly, Super Soul, directed live transmission from KOW with the wham bam, boom boom, wake up music.
I have, but I haven't seen it.
Okay.
So
who's it directed by?
It is directed by Richard C. Serafian.
And who's starring in it?
What's his name?
That's how we do the show. I can walk you through it.
Barry Newman.
Oh, Barry Newman.
It's got
No, that's
Cleavon
Gary
Little, Victoria Medlin.
I love Cleavon Little.
There's some nudity in it.
So
And
I can't watch that word.
and
Thanks.
a dude.
I'm gonna watch it on a plane.
A dude driving a fucking Dodge Challenger, man, across like
Vanishing
State lines.
Point.
basically. I guess it's like
He crossed state lines.
I'm trying to find like
I hate Kyle Rittenhouse.
if I
Jesus.
He crossed the line.
Vietnam War hero Kowalski has become a pill-addicted driver for hire, transporting a car from Colorado to California. He enlivens the journey by making a wager with his drug dealer. If a trip takes under 15 hours, Kowalski's latest amphetamine purchase is free.
Damn.
It's just it's so fucking bonkers, dude. Right. But it's like, I mean, I actually watched the trailer to this the other night because I was like, I had this in my bank of movies and it was kind of on the back burner. I watched the trailer, dude, and I was fucking smiling from ear to ear. And I'm like, I gotta fucking see this, man.
You said they remade it?
There was something with like, what's his fucking face?
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo, yeah.
And Jason Priestley.
Like it's called Vanishing Point. I don't know if it was like a remake of this same movie or if it's a completely different fucking movie. I don't know.
All right. So.
Along the way, Kowalski is guided by Super Soul, a blind DJ with a police radio scanner. Oh my God, I'm fucking in. I might watch that tonight.
Really? I'm going straight
It's the
to
maximum trip at maximum speed. That's the tagline.
Dude,
maximum overdrive.
It looked bonkers. It looks super fucking fun, man. And people were saying that, like in the comments, you're reading people that have seen this movie and saying, this is better than Bullet. This is the car movie that you got to fucking see.
Let's
so
relax
that's
with
what we're
that.
doing.
I'm excited.
All
This will be
right.
fun.
All right, so that's
Gotta be
next
better
week.
than what I just picked.
And then snack show.
And
no fried rice. No fried rice. Anyways, all right, I gotta get out of here. Like I said, as always, as I said at the beginning of the show, head over to Watch It Later Pod on Instagram. Follow us along there, and I'll Watch It Later podcast.com.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for hanging out on KZZGIZZJ.
The weather
Cages.
85 degrees. And the
No,
wind
it's not.
is
We live in
coming
fucking
from
Arizona.
It's a
10
balmy
miles.
106
It's a
at
125.
11:40.
11:49. My grandma just died.
Oh, well, interesting.
It's
Therapist.
Bananakin Skywalker.
Bananakin isn't real. He can't hurt you, Bananakin.
Bananakin Skywalker.
All right. I'm Aaron.
I'm Jordan.
And Scott.
Big gulps, huh?
Ooh.
Take that with some Ambien.
And we'll see you later.
All right.
Skirt.
Well,
Skirt,
see
skirt.
you later. Big gulps, huh? Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.